The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Them the niggas waiting on stuff to get rough.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. In motion left goes Jones. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 17 yards on the pickup. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. The back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
Excuse you.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. Room here to run. Still going inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate.
They want you to. They gonna make it hard now.
Threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point try.
Bro, do y'all remember like maybe like 5 years ago when niggas was like sneaking to go buy boosts? Like niggas that you didn't want people to know that you was boosted. and now it's
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
boosting is a part of it now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive? Sometimes
it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Short throw hauled in by Croft.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Now two are going to change the play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Adore, you just fall, bro.
Return there, and it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1.
I did one move and dude was fatigued. Nah, man.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Barkley will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Gano for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And every defensive team we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And if you get 2 more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
What movie is that on? Baps
last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point.
It ain't Baps, because Baps is that movie with Jamie, ain't it?
But you're right, it felt like a matter of
Halle
time.
Berry.
And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. When you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be in.
That's the Guy Torrey brother, ain't it?
Trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, is it Guy Torrey? Oh, okay. I knew it one of them two.
And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. Football gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
It's one of, it may be Joe.
This is third down. Throwing Jones. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. Boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Oh, man, get in there, Paris.
Out of bounds right there. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Definitely not running that with him.
Now receiver in motion left. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell.
So when you flex, everybody do the same thing every time. Okay.
And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
Y'all been out there balling.
Wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They self-check.
A nice play defensively by the rookie coming up.
Really?
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He connects with Hyatt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. A first down carry for Barkley.
Seems like he's running so slow.
But he does take it all the way to the 2. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Gano now following the
so we got a defensive slasher.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped.
Is he nasty?
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together.
Good start, Tavon.
Remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. Will swing complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards there, a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
All right, come on.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Jones now in motion left. H.A. on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Jason is down there too, huh? Oh, okay.
Jake Bailey now.
Yeah.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
What?
The timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down.
You didn't block him?
At the 38. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Well, if we want to talk about it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
I wish my receiver could play the ball like the DB played, instead of nigga just standing there waiting on the ball to come straight to him.
The only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Slot man moves right. After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
I thought this dude was pretty solid.
And the Giants are going to
This
get the
dude
football back.
playing like some garbage. No, we gonna probably Probably blitz me.
Okay, here we go. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
Need somebody with some speed right there.
Because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
I do not like that animation, man.
On to punt for the Giants. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up inside the 20. And this is
I see you, Trey.
Things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. On the opposite end. What an impressive first half performance.
Oh, that's funny. For this game, something else.
No lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half facing that Julio Jones all alone. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Tua.
That's in the pocket.
Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Got that boy scrapped, man. Got the straps on him, man.
Providing pressure, and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. Down the right side.
I don't know what the door we're going. Oh, he ran into dude. Okay.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds.
Dexter Lawrence, then, yeah, definitely your bad.
Good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Dexter Lawrence got nano detected right there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Man, big slow juke.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Make a meal. Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Man, Dory, I thought you was going to pick up one of them two dudes.
Down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now.
Bro.
And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it
This
a
dude.
little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
I'm talking about the quarterback. He's playing a nigga that's, well, this nigga so trash right now. I thought he was better than this. Nigga Daniel Jones is missing everything, though.
He ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 68 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Little crab leg, huh?
Spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Play action. Now it's Tua rolling to his left.
There we go.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield.
Oh, hold on.
Let's get
Well, we'll take that too.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
See, man, they do not let you animate, man.
He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a toss right side, A-Chain. He'll get this up to about the 44. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Ready.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Oh, Dory, no! Let me pick that!
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, When it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Fighting his way through contact. He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside.
I see you, Pear.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Throwing on first down.
Saquon, that was on you, bro. I was expecting you to go the other way, bro. You should have cut that back in.
A little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
Oh, tease and Reese play.
Because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tease ducking.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, come on, two. Hey, 21,
Looking to pass. Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go get one.
Throwing Jones. That one deep for Hodgins.
Missing everything, bro.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, 37 yards. And the Giants are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open man.
We had
and he is going to have the Dolphins
first
down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 15.
21G, 21G. Let's go.
In motion right is Jones. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
No, it didn't.
On 2nd down, Tua, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers.
Even they tried to tell him.
Stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Stay off the weeds.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, that's a good play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Dude, stay hurt, bro.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle.
He was playing good last year too, wasn't he? For the season.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50
Well, I'm saying,
as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm saying when he was playing.
They go back to the ground game.
He definitely said right before the playoff run. the push to try to get into the playoffs.
Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense.
Man, it's been a long week, man.
Into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch.
Having to deal with these niggas getting their heads beat in like they got beat in, man.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Get him, K-Bon.
Can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beats
Hey, man. Is this who we gonna be? Because, you know, boy, you automatically be thinking that things from the previous year gonna just roll on. It don't really work like that. It's a whole new season. Whole new team. You don't know how they gonna respond. Boy. But I didn't like what I saw. Oh, what was that?
Running in and bringing him down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Man, what was that? I'll take it. I'll take it. Give me a stat.
On for the 5th time here today. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Campbell making the catch. Now he's free up the right sideline. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just had a big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This dude done made this game so long and boring. Oof.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out. And the
59-7.
At the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running right, here's A-Chain.
What a terrible angle. Belton? Man.
Field across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. Shoves him away. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills.